Right, we are back with Football Manager 20 and the Gibraltar Challenge. Today, we have the Bright Stars Trophy first round, we have the Gibraltar Cup first round, and we have our first league game as well against Magpies. So, without further ado, let's take on the Bright Stars Trophy, where every person in the squad has to be under the age of 23. This competition is designed to try and encourage the clubs to bring through as many good young players as possible. So without further ado, let's get into the game and I'll show you the team we're using. And here we go, and we haven't really got that many new players, have we, compared to last video. Only 2 debutants here tonight. So in goal, we're going to go with Barrett Meeks, the American. Of course, he played in the previous game, unfortunately conceded 3 goals. At left back, we stick with Lucas Alonso, the Spaniard. Our 2 centre-backs remain as Mark Pope, as well as this Spaniard Charles Zomenyo. At right back, there is a debut for James Yates, who I brought in the summer. Looks like a pretty good player, actually. The 2 centre mids, we have Aaron Splain. And of course, Vera is 36, we can't play in this competition. We bring in Jack Royston, who is wanted by quite a lot of clubs. Our attacking trio is going to be Jesus Cabañas, with Campbell Lean in the middle. And of course, with Belev up the right, that's the words I'm looking for. And then our striker is going to be Tito de Torres, who obviously came on and scored a goal in the game against Lions. We've got a few players on the bench, but we'll bring them up if we get a chance. They are playing the same formation more or less as we are. So a few debuts. Well, there's 2 debuts and 2 players making their first start. Are we the favourites in this one? I'm not sure. Let's just tell them to go out there and have some fun. Why not? Come on, guys. We got knocked out of the Rock Cup in the first round. Let's make something of the Bright Stars Trophy. Come on. Right, there's a highlight already in the 2nd minute. Well, the 3rd minute, really, isn't it? But good tackle. Alonso now bringing the ball forward. There's Cabañas. And Cabañas is behind the defensive line. Is he going to cross it? No, he doesn't need to. Jesus Cabañas slams it into the back of the net and makes it 1-0. His first ever goal for Europa Point. And we take the lead in the Bright Stars Trophy. Great bit of play on the left by our 2 Spaniards, both brought in the summer. And it's a great goal. Of course, neither of those 2 players can play in our next game. Our next game is the Gibraltar Cup, where everyone in your squad has to have Gibraltarian nationality. So it's going to take them a couple of years before they gain that Gibraltarian nationality. So it's going to be a lot more younger players again, I think, the next time. Be a bit more interesting, I think. Cabañas. He's through again. Cabañas. Oh. Just wide. Cabañas is on one today. He really is. Maybe not the most consistent of performers, but when he does have a good game, he is outstanding. But they're in themselves. Ameti, good save by Meeks. He'll be looking to get his first clean sheet in that Europa Point goal. Ball in, it's headed clear. It's gone for a goal kick. I thought it was another corner, actually, but that's how bad their attacking header was. I thought it was a corner. Splain, fantastic at free kicks. Can he pick out a player? He can't, but Zomenyo is going to get on the end of that ball. Plays it back to Alonso. Here's Yates, the right back, making his debut. What a ball over the top. Tito de Torres! He's offside. I got all excited then as well, didn't I? I got all excited. It's not by much, is it? But it is offside, obviously. And it remains 1-0 to Europa Point. It's a pretty even game, though, to be honest. Both teams have had the same amount of shots. They've actually had more shots now. We've got slightly more possession. We're doing okay, though. It's another highlight. It's going to start off with a free kick from their defensive line. Pope with a good header, but it goes straight back to their player. Here's Adams. Playing the ball through. Consigliero is through. Defence did so well to come back and get him, and Cabañas gets a hold of that ball. Cabañas' pace is oh my word, go on. Oh, wow. Jesus Cabañas is on one tonight. He is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane, wow. But the problem is, they does not put him away. That's 2 he could have had now, on top of the 1 he already has. I'm going to live to regret it soon, I would imagine. Boca are looking very dangerous themselves. This first half has been full of action. Adams. Good tackle. Cabañas again. Alonso. Here's Pope. Back to Alonso. Back to Pope. Big ball over the top. Cabañas is on the end of it as well. He always is. Can he get his second? He does this time. Jesus Cabañas gets his second of the game. Half an hour in. 2-0. 2 Jesus Cabañas goals. This guy is on form. I think the problem is, I had this when we played it yesterday as well. He seems to be incredibly... inconsistent, but he does have a good game. He is absolutely insane. Alonso, big ball forward. Balev, it's free. Stefan Balev, the Bulgarian right mid, gets himself a goal. And it's another good bit of play. It's Campbell, no, it's Cabañas. That was Alonso getting his second assist of the game. He's doing pretty well from left back tonight as well. This is a fantastic performance. We should be making our way through to the second round of the Bright Stars Trophy, which is also the quarterfinals. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would imagine that Europa FC and so forth are going to be the favourites to win these sort of competitions again, but it's an opportunity for us to get something, isn't it? Plus, like I said, there's a bit of extra money involved. Meti's in. Oh, Meigs again. Meigs is doing so well, trying desperately to keep a hold of his clean sheet here this evening. Consigliero with the corner. Headed over the top by Bassano Anez. Right. We are looking good here. We're looking very good. I mean, I was hoping we'd come out on top of this one, but I weren't quite expecting 3-0, I'll tell you that. Cabañas has been absolutely insanely good, as has, of course, Lucas Alonso at right back as well. I'm going to say passionately that I'm very happy with how things are going. And of course, don't forget we have the Gibraltar Cup coming up in a few days' time as well, so we might have to look at bringing off some of our Gibraltarian players and resting them. Of course, quite a few of these players, Yates can't play, Zomenio can't play, Alonso can't play, Royston can't play in that. Meigs, the goalkeeper, can't play in that either, so we're going to have to completely change our team for that game. A couple of players though, Pope at centre-back, Tito de Torres up front, they'll be able to play. Here's Adams, look like someone from the Adams family actually. Oh, and there goes that clean sheet. Ardi Ameti with the goal. He's looked the most dangerous one in this game for Boca Juniors so far. And he started the move with that fantastic ball out wide to Adams as well. But taking nothing away from Adams, he did fantastically well. Brought that ball down, got a great cross straight across, and Ameti followed it up with a poke into the far corner. Slightly worrying. Right, what do we have on the bench then? We have Dion Gonzalez, Baron Espinosa, James Sims, and Dan Osborne. I don't really know a lot about these players yet to understand who's who, but I'm going to go with Espinosa up front because I want to rest Tito de Torres for that next game. And then we're going to go... I mean, none of the players that I've got on the bench are really going to have much effect on this, are they? I mean, Pope's the only one that will probably be involved. Pope can play out wide. Can they the right back? No, they can't. Okay, we'll leave it as that. We'll make the one substitution. We'll bring on Espinosa. got 61 minutes left. We just need to just see this game out now, don't we? We also need to probably build a second formation that was a bit more defensive, but I haven't really got a lot of other players in the squad that change positions really, so I might need to just play the same formation, just change it from positive to cautious maybe, or balanced. Cabanas is just insane today, isn't he? There's the ball in, and Espinosa, is that a goal or is that an own goal? It's an own goal. Cabanas doing the hard work. He thought he'd lost the ball then, but he's just pace and his determination. Great cross in. Espinosa, I think Espinosa hit the post or the crossbar and it came down and hit the goalkeeper, went in. That's 4-1. I'm taking it. I am taking that all day long, ladies and gentlemen. Just got to see this game out now. Just got to see it out. Now, I think I will look at changing a few players. Campbell Lean can play, can't he? Okay, so Campbell Lean, I mean, is there anyone else who can come inside, maybe? Right, I'm going to play Balev in here. It's not a position he likes to play, is it? But we're going to bring on Sims to replace Campbell Lean. And then I'll bring on Dion Gonzalez and just give Alonso a bit of time off, you know. There we go. That's all three of our substitutions used now then. And Balev hits the crossbar. Espinosa hits the crossbar. Wow. Okay, well, Espinosa was offside anyway, but we hit the crossbar twice in that short period of time. Right, so 80 minutes in. Meeks hits the big goal kick. Consigliere, Pons. Consigliere again plays a nice ball out wide, finding Barnett. Tried to cut it across. Pons' cross. Royston, big clearance, good lad. And Perez Galariela, whatever his name is, picks it up. Still a bit gibbery. I feel like it's a bit quicker on that. Let's not put it on that and see how that works then. Is it less jittery when I put it on that? I don't know. It's a cracking win this is for us. 4-1 in the first round of the Bright Stars Trophy. Splain looking to pick the ball up. Looking to pump it back in. Looking for a fifth. Zomenyo. It's Sims. Royston. Back to Sims. Over the top, looking for Cabanas, who heads it across the front, looking for Espinosa. Pope's there once again. Balev. Back to Pope, who plays the ball over the top, looking for Sims, who's there. He's on the end of it. Plays it back to Yates, who plays the big ball in. Cabanas on a hat-trick. Gets it as well. Jesus Cabanas gets the goal, gets the hat-trick, and gets us a 5-1 victory over Boca Juniors. That is immense. I'm well happy with that. Well happy. Super duper whooper glooper happy. Whew. Come on, get that final whistle blown. Don't concede another one. Come on, keep it 5-1. Keep it 5-1. There we go. Good save by Meeks, who of course won't be playing the next game, as we said, because he is not Gibraltarian nationality as of yet, and he's a couple of years yet to gain that. Here's Pons with a corner. Great header clearance there by Pope. The 16-year-old Gibraltarian has been fantastic in his first two games for the club. And there he is again, heading it away. And it's Cabanas, the man you want on the ball, isn't it? It's been such an open game. We've had 28 shots, they've had 17. It's been so open. It really has, and we get the victory. Cabanas getting the man of the match. That's a surprise, isn't it? After a hat-trick. That was outstanding, that was. That is the best Europa point match I've ever been in control of. There we go. Anyway, let's get forward into our next game then, as we get a game against Magpies in the Gibraltar Cup, where everyone in the squad has to have Gibraltarian nationality. Let's go. So this is an interesting development. It turns out, it looks like that British players count as homegrown in Gibraltar. Therefore, Splain and Yates count as Gibraltarian. Even though they haven't got Gibraltarian nationality, they're still counted that way because they're British. I'm assuming... I don't know, I don't want to get political about it, but I'm assuming there's I don't want to... There was an ownership, wasn't there, of England and so forth, and wonder if that's why they allow it. I don't know, who knows. Either way, it means we've got a stronger team than I expected. We've got mostly Gibraltarian players, apart from Splain, Royston and Yates. Of course, all of the Spanish players are out. First of all, then, in goal, we get Jerome Pitaluga making his debut. At left back, we have Dion Gonzalez, who looks pretty good, apart from that 18 aggression could come in a bit troublesome, couldn't it, really? Our centre-backs are going to be the solid one that is Mark Pope. No, it's not. It's Mark Pope. Oh, yeah, because we haven't had a league game yet, have we? So this doesn't actually count as a game, does it? Alongside him is going to be another man making his debut, and that is going to be David Taylor, who looks pretty damn good as well, actually, with those stats. Really, really good stats, actually. Right back, then, we stick with James Yates, who was at right back for that 5-1 victory a moment ago. The two centre mids are going to be Splain and Royston, as they were in the previous game. We've got Campbell-Lean, we've got De Torres at the left this time. I've got a hiccup then. On the right, we're going to go with Jeremy Lopez. And then up front, we've brought back in, of course, Younis Arab, who we're hoping is going to get his first goal tonight. Right, anyway, let's get straight into the game. Let's see how we get on. We're going to go for a passionate. We're going to go for a... go out there and press me. I don't want to put too much pressure on saying we're going to go out there and win. We want to get the win. We want to get through to the next round, which again would be... This is Splain. This is a goal. If this is Splain, this is a goal. Yeah, we want to get the win because we want to get around to the quarterfinals of the Gibraltarian Cup as well, or the Gibraltar Cup even. Just wide there by Splain. Oh, I've got a static shock off my cat. That's not very good, is it? Ball into the middle. It's headed off the crossbar. We got a bit lucky there. I feel like Magpies are one of the weaker sides, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't want to underestimate them at all. Of course, like I said, it's sort of... A lot of the stats are randomly spawned on some of these players when we start a game, so we've seen that as well with some of our players are different to what they were last time. So maybe that's the same with other teams as well. Maybe even though Magpies was weaker on one of my test runs, they might actually be a lot stronger this time round. Ball forward. Come on, get that. There we go. Yes, Yates. Get it. Come on, bring it forward. He plays the big ball. It's terrible. Fortuna picks it up straight away. Comes back to Yates. He gets another opportunity. Plays another big one over the top. And again, he just gives it straight away. But Arab got a good attack on that. And Lopez picks it up. Here's Splain. Campbell-Lean. Back to Splain. Here's De Torres. Campbell-Lean. Royston. Lopez. Royston. Splain. De Torres. Come on. Somebody do something with it. De Torres. Through to Lopez. Splain. Finally someone had a shot and it's a goal as well. Aaron Splain, his first goal for the Gibraltarian Club Europa points. His first goal in Gibraltarian football. And it comes in a competition where you have to be Gibraltarian to be in it. And obviously, yeah. It's something to do with the UK used to be in charge of this, and it's I don't know, I don't get it all, to be honest. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But there we go. Aaron Splain with a goal. We're 1-0 up. We could make it through to the quarterfinals of the Gibraltar Cup as well as the Bright Stars Trophy. However, I don't want to get ahead of myself as they do have a highlight now. 21 minutes in. Nacho Fernandez. Ball over the top. Finds Breakspear. Which is terrible if you're a hoplite. Wansi, Nacho Fernandez. Oh, it's a good shot. It's just wide, though, of the goal of Puinluga. Oh, not Puinluga, Pitaluga. He'll be hoping to get his first clean sheet. Of course, Meigs has had 2 games so far, not able to get that clean sheet, but Pitaluga could be the first one, although placing that onto his crossbar, I would have expected him to try and catch that, to be honest with you. It was a poor cross, but They've had more shots, but we seem to be more dangerous. Our shots seem to be more likely to go in. As we look to see it through to half-time. I don't think it's going to be quite as high scored as the previous game. I don't really want to be cautious anymore either. I'm going to go to more balanced. I don't know why we started this one cautious. It was suggested by the assistant that I did that, but I don't really want to sort of encourage them to attack us because then they'll just score a goal like that. Jean Carlos Garcia with the goal, making it 1-1. Right, there we go. All done. That's a shame. There's Pitaluga's clean sheet gone. One thing we might have to have a look at, I mean, if we do finish in the top 6 after the first half of the season, when the league does split into 2, then it would be something to look at, maybe strengthening our defence, because it is a bit weaker. In fairness, we've got 2 16-year-olds. We've got 3 16-year-olds in our defence at this point in time, haven't we? Splain with a corner. Oh, headed just wide. I was hoping Arab might just get a toe poke on that to put it into the back of the net, but not to be the case. And it looks like we're going to go in at half-time 1-1. Which is not too bad. We're still in a good position. We're going to try and just boost them a little bit because we are happy with how things are going. It's time to give everything and dig in. Come on, guys. See, they're definitely playing a lot down our right, essentially. So that's where Yates is playing. So he's been heavily attacked, isn't it? We're going a lot more standard. Does that mean their best player is Juan C? I think it is, isn't it, probably? Said it was brilliant, but nothing showed us, did it? We've got anyone on the bench that could change things up a little bit? I don't think we have, really. We've got Campo Lopez, who could come on. Torres isn't playing very well at all, is he, really? But we haven't really got a lot of... I don't know, can normal Lopez play right mid? Maybe. Maybe time to make a bit of a change now anyway, isn't it? So Lopez, you can play right mid. How good are you on that right mid, though? You're not great, really, but I can then bring on Gonzalez. So let's do that. See if that changes the game up a bit. We got a highlight straight away. Well, it starts as us. There's Dion Gonzalez, the youngster, playing at left back today. Big ball forward. Finds Bent, though, who plays it straight back towards us, but Gonzalez gets the ball back, but he's lost it. It's a poor first touch. He's let Garcia have it, which is not good, really. And Garcia gets the ball into the box. Taylor brings it down. He's made a mess of it, but Pitaluga, what a save from close range to keep us in the draw. Keep us in the draw? Keep us level, that's the words I'm looking for. Royston plays a ball back towards Taylor. Taylor plays the ball forward, finding Gonzalez. Gonzalez now, ball into the middle. No one really attacked that cross, did they, really? And now all of a sudden, Magpies come forward with Duarte. Remember, we got Magpies again in a few days' time, this time in the league. But in that one, we will have some of our stronger Spanish talent back in the game. Come on, guys. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Is there anything I want to change here? We're going to bring on Campo Lopez in place of Arab. Bit more of an experienced edge. 10 minutes remain. Yunus Arab still yet to score his first goal. He'll get it, though. He will get it. Oh, wow. Pitaluga, great first save. And the ball goes wide. We are in this by the skin of our teeth at this point in time. Right, this could be interesting. This is another highlight. It's Carter, or Cater, playing the goal kick forward to Juan C, who's been their best player so far, Rodriguez. Playing the ball forward. Taylor, good header. Splain tries to give it back to him, though. He's giving it straight back to Magpies as Robber. Into the box. And Pitaluga with the save. Pitaluga's been very good today. I think he's getting a bit frustrated by his defence, to be honest. So we've got a few knackered players, but I don't really want to change them too much yet. Into extra time. I don't want to get knocked out in the first round of 2 of these competitions. I really don't. Don't let this slip away. You've been the best team in this game, and that seemed to boost them a little bit. So we got on the bench then. We got Osborne and Godfrey. Osborne is a right back and Godfrey is a centre back. It's not really going to change the game much, is it really? So I'm going to have to rely on the players we have on the pitch at this point in time. Quite sure the best thing to do. I'm going to do a little bit of switchy change. I don't know why. I just feel like I want to do this. Put Splain as a more attacking midfielder. And bring back Campbell Lean to here as a Mazzella. Just going to try that. Just change things around a little bit. Try and shock the system. Shock the system. Right, come on. Second half of extra time. We've both had 21 shots each. We've had 22 now. We seem to be on top of this. Splain looks knackered. We do have a highlight. Can we steal this just before the end of extra time? Royston. Don't you give that ball away. It's back to Taylor. Finds Yates in a lot of space on that right-hand side. Plays it back to Royston. There's Yates. There's the ball into the middle. It's headed clear by Gilbert, and then Rodriguez volleys it, but only as far as Gonzalez, who plays it into Splain. Across to Campbell Lean. Here's Royston. Takes the shot. It's got in! Jack Royston! 5 minutes remain of extra time, and Jack Royston plays the ball from the edge of the box into the corner of the goal. And this could be good. This could be good. Splain doing well now. He's further forward. Campbell Lean across, but Royston just had so much space and picked up that bottom corner. I think their goalkeeper Kafe will be a bit unhappy with himself there for letting that one in at the near post, but I will take it all day long. Right, let's change this a bit now. Yeah, let's do a little bit of that. And let's do a little bit of that. Okay. And boom, we've done it. We've actually done it. Nice. We're through to the second round of the Gibraltar Cup as well as the second round of the Bright Stars Trophy. Excellent. Now, we have our first league game coming up again against Magpies. Let's get into it. And here we go then, another game against Magpies. This time our first league game of the season. A few changes. We brought Meigs back into the goal. Left back, we bring back in Lucas Alonso. In the centre back, we have the pairing of Pope, who's played every game so far this season for us. Now gets his first league start. And he'll be alongside the returning Charles Zomenyo, who of course couldn't play in the previous game. Right back then, we have Dan Osborne making his debut for the club, but looks pretty damn good. I thought I'd give him an opportunity here today. The two centre mids are going to be Kaylan Muscat, and he'll be playing alongside Diego Vera. Then we're going to have the attacking three of Jesus Cabañas, who of course scored a hat-trick on his last outing. He'll be alongside Christian Gonzalez on the right. And through the middle, of course, Nick Campbell-Lean. And then our striker, because I'm desperate for him to score his first goal and do something good, we've got Yunus Arab. Right, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We've had 2 wins this episode so far. Can we make it 3 out of 3? Let's go there and give the fans their money worth. We got a debut for Muscat and a debut for Osborne in this game. And a first start for Christian Gonzalez. Let's go. Come on. Let's start the league with a bang. I just realised that Pope and Campbell-Lean aren't 100% fit, but we can bring them off later on. Alonso, Cabañas. Can he continue on his good form from the previous game? The ball bounces around everywhere, but it's just staying. Cabanas gets a chance to cross it in. Gonzalez there, heads it back to Vera, who puts it wide. Almost a fantastic start for us. 11 minutes in, Pope with a free kick to Alonso. Now, Pope has been called up to the Gibraltar under-21 side, which is fantastic. I think he deserves it after a strong start to the season. Muscat. Can he get in the box? He gets the ball in. Headed clear by Breakspit, only as far as Cabanas, who cuts it into Gonzalez, who puts it in, but it's disallowed for offside. Oof, we definitely look a stronger team than we bring back our Spanish contingent, don't we? Although I feel like we're lacking maybe a central midfielder. I don't know, I just feel like Muscat might not be the strongest player. Maybe we could look to bring in another central midfielder. And Vera, of course, being 36. Central midfielder is definitely going to be something we need to look at in the future. Lean can play as a central midfielder. He's actually better as a central midfielder. He's got a full green circle rather than mostly green like he has at Cam. So that is an option. But maybe if we do well and get into the top 6, when we come to January, I might have to look at investing in a new central midfielder to try and help us get, hopefully, a Champions League, not Champions League, a Europa League spot this season. So 30 minutes in, we're dominating possession, but they have had more shots than we have. Pope and Lean are looking pretty tired. Those are two players that I really want to push on this career because they're both homegrown players that come through this Europa Point Academy. And that's really what I want to do. I want to utilise our youth academy as much as possible to improve, obviously, ourselves, but also improve Gibraltar as a nation. I mean, it's easy to go out there. Well, when you become professional, it is. Yes! Campbell Lean got his first goal for the club. Nick Campbell Lean, his first goal for the club. Yeah, I was going to say, it's very easy when you get professional to go out there and get loads of really cheap young players that have got great potentials. It's just really easy to do that. However, that's not really going to help our nation as much as us getting some really good players for Gibraltar. If we can bring the players through our academy, we're going to have some crackers. So Nick Campbell Lean there, playing the ball into the back of the net, making it 1-0 just before half-time. And the young attacking midfielder, I don't think he's going to last too long in the second half, but he's doing fantastically well for us. And this could be his breakthrough match. We're happy with the performance. Keep it up, lads. Yeah, we've got some players on the bench we can bring on. We're going to have to, I think, just to protect the likes of Campbell, Lean and Pope because they have become very important members of our squad. What happened there? Oh. Splain is a free kick specialist, but it's not him, it's Alonso. Who's also a free kick specialist. The Spaniard puts the ball into the... Yeah, we are missing Splain today, aren't we? Did I forget about Splain, or is he injured? He might have picked up an injury, or might just be unfit. But either way, Lucas Alonso getting his first goal for the club, slamming it into the back of the net, and Kafer could not get anywhere near it. And it's 2-0 here to Europa Point over Magpies. It looks like it's about time that we do relieve Campbell, Lean, and Pope of their positions. Let's bring on Lopez as a cam, and let's also bring on... Oh, we don't actually have any centre-backs on the bench. It's not ideal, is it? Well, I've messed that one up, haven't I? Can Pope last? Pope's going to have to last, I think. Pope is going to have to last. And let's also bring on Campo Lopez in place of Gonzalez to protect him as well. And hey-ho, let's bring on Espinosa. Let's bring on a full, fresh attacking midfield. Right, ball comes out. It's going to be Vera who picks it up. Playing it back to Alonso, the goal scorer. There's our triple substitution. Just protecting a few players. Keeping him fresh for the next set of games. Pope being a centre-back, he doesn't use as much energy as some of the other positions. We are playing cautiously, we don't really need to, but let's go to positive. Let's try and get out there now and just pick up a few extra goals, get that goal difference up as early as we can. And just boost our momentum as well. We still haven't kept a clean sheet in this career mode, have we? Right. So 2-1. We're still in the lead. We just need to hold on. Hopefully we can do that. Right, 15 minutes remain. Come on, guys. Let's not go to attack. Let's go cautious. Let's try and stick to our positions. Let's try and not concede. But let's also try and get that third as Campo Lopez brings the ball forward. Vera. That's some cow. He's got to be offside, isn't he? Oh, please tell me he's offside. He's not. Oh my god, we've just let the 2-0 lead slip. Oh. We've let a 2-0 lead slip through our fingers. I'm not happy with that at all. We're going to go back to balance to try and get ourselves a goal in this game, but the two centre-backs just got completely parted like the Red Sea, and the ball got threaded through the middle, and Robert with his second of the game. And I'm disappointed with that, I really am. I can't really do much else now. We've got no substitutions left. We're going to go positive. Can I change this at all? I mean, Campo Lopez can play as a striker. Let's do that. Alongside Arab. We'll bring Lopez out to the right as an attacking winger. Espinosa as an inside forward. And Campo Lopez as a poacher. Okay, it's a free kick. We've already seen that Alonso's free kicks are fantastic. Can he find a head? Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Get in! Campo Lopez with the goal. What just happened? What did I just do? Go back to live. Campo Lopez with the goal. And we're back up to 3-2. I thought Pope was going to get that, you know. I really did. And I think he did. I think he hit the post and it came back, and Campo Lopez was the first man to move. And there we go. He's onside. And it's 3-2 after letting a 2-0 lead slip. We are back in front. Pope's having a good game. He's 7.1 rating as well. Don't concede again. Do not do this to me. Ah! Oh, disallowed, 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 disallowed. My little heart can't take this anymore. I mean, if we can get a full victorious episode in episode 2, that is going to be absolutely... He's miles offside. That's going to be cracking if we can do this. Go on. Alright, don't mess around with this. There's 5 minutes of time added on. And we're winning 3-2. Do not mess around with this ball. Espinosa. Bringing it forward. Still on the ball, doing really well with it, but he's gone too far. He had players moving up with him, but he didn't pass to any of them. Juan sees ball through. Garcia. Meeks with a save. Get him, my lad. The American goalkeeper clearing the ball out. There's the corner. It's headed clear by Pope, who's been absolutely outstanding once again in this game. The Gibraltarian centre-back of dreams. Here's Payas into... Oh, come on, don't do this. Meigs once again with a save, but it was offside. I thought it was. Come on, just play the ball around. Just waste time. That's all you got to do. We'll get these 3 points in the first game of the season. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Oh, go on, blow the whistle, blow the whistle, blow the whistle, blow the whistle, blow the... Yes! Get in, my son. There we go. We get a 3-2 victory in this one. Ooh, well done, lads. You're a little bit lucky after letting a 2-0 lead slip, but I will take it all day long. And that is a good start for us. Oh, Lincoln Redim's lost the first game. It was against... I don't know who it was against. It must have been against Europa FC. Okay, that makes sense. Then the two big teams got to start against each other then. So, where are we now then in the old schedule? What I'm going to do then is I'm going to play... what should I do? Should I play these 5? It's a lot of games, isn't it? But if I play these 5 off camera, and then we'll come back for the College, Europa FC, and St. Joseph's match. We'll do that, and then by then we should be a chunk away into the season. We should be getting a good idea of where we're going to be, either top half or bottom half of the second half of the season. But yeah, we'll do that. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, please do hit a like and of course subscribe if you want to see some more. I've been Chevy Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for some more of the Gibraltar Challenge. Bye.